There are conversations that shape how we live. Conversations that help us navigate challenges of life. Conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find a way and unleash our potential. Welcome to the Benjamin Zulu Global.
Psychologist, relationship coach, the one, the only
Benjamin Zulu.
Benjamin Zulu himself.
Hello, beautiful people. So today we're going to be looking at something different with a little twist, because we're not going to be looking at people's characters today, but we're going to be assessing ourselves. Why do I keep attracting the very same kind of people over and over again? That is a question that you should be asking yourself today. Welcome to the Benjamin Zulu Global Show. My name is Sylvia Keremi. This is a conversation we are having here. So why do I keep attracting the very same kind of people? If it's bad people, I keep attracting the very bad people over and over again.
Yes, number one is that you downgraded since your last breakup, your heartbreak. Since your last pain, you downgraded and you're not aware of it. So you keep attracting people from a downgraded level. All right? So the heartbreak could be just a letdown. These letdowns, they are romantic, love, disappointments, but I just want to alert you about let down by your parents, let down by your dad, let down by your mom, let down by your best friend, a let down. Anything that shattered your worldview and took you hurt and pain, took you time to gather yourself again and to stand up on your feet. Many people have recovered somewhat, not fully. Many people are better, but they are not okay.
Yeah, somewhat.
Since the last letdown, they just learned to cope. And they live with a twisted view of the world, avoiding pain, avoiding them being pricked. When a player has an injury, they focus more on protecting that injured leg than scoring. You are in the dating world, but most of your energy is avoiding that nobody pricks, injures you again. Not that you score.
Your concentration is elsewhere.
Yes. When a player is injured, their energy at that time is not for scoring. It's self-preservation. You go about dating, avoiding that nobody pricks you. You downgraded. You are taken down, and you'll never come up again. And you, because you have lived in it so long, it appears like your identity. That's why you hear people say, I don't trust. Downgraded, injured, but now they're making it their identity. I fall in love too quickly, injured. I trust too quickly, injured. I love hard, injured. All these people are injured, but they're making it look like their identity. When I love, I lose myself, injured.
You just get a polished name for it. So they call themselves empath. People have come up anxiously attached, avoidant. People are developing, are using psychology to cover rather than to uncover. Psychology was meant to help us expose what we need to deal with, but people are using it now to package their disorder and make it look acceptable. Me, I'm anxiously attached. Me, I'm avoidant. Mine is disorganized. And that's why I avoid overdwelling in diagnosis. Diagnosis was meant to identify problems so that we can solve them accurately. But people can abuse anything that had a good intention. They carry the diagnosis as their identity. The moment they get the diagnosis that they have PTSD, now PTSD becomes their name. It takes the center stage.
I have complex PTSD from, my adverse childhood experiences. I have mother abandonment wounds, and my dad, I have dad wounds, and, I've been... You hear so much psychological diagnosis, the person can just say, I'm at a happy place. I'm at a healthy place. I'm moving towards wholeness. When doctors give you a lot of complex diagnoses, you don't carry them on your shirt. You deal with them so that you can come back to yourself and show up in the world. You don't try to carry that diagnosis. Why are you carrying psychological problems? People downgraded and they came up with decent names for the problem to make it permanent.
Yeah.
Now, There's another problem of comfort in victimhood. When you are left at the altar, something dramatic like a wedding that didn't happen well, person walked out on you. And I want you to, if you intend on being somebody's husband or wife, make it clear to the people you're talking to that there are things you'll only do to your wife, to your husband. So that if they are the running type, they can run at the altar rather than waste your life without the altar.
Yes.
Why people run away on a wedding day is because you force them to commit and they are commitment averse. You have won when the person checks out at the wedding, at the altar. You would have been swindled for life.
For life.
There's pain there, there's a lot of embarrassment, whatever, But let me tell you, I saw one guy saying 11 years ago, I'm trying to send this message to this lady. I took her to the courthouse, we had a wedding, but I drove past, I was a coward. 11 years ago. I told you I had a wedding, but I ran away on you, and I'm blocked anyway, I can't reach her. And I'm saying you're being hunted by guilt for 11 years. That lady, most likely now she's at a good place. If she knows how to heal, she has moved on and married and did life.
Yeah.
Let's say you are dealing with such an embarrassing letdown that the world knows about, that you can easily play victim. And you know, they left me, you know, those kind of things. You can find false comfort in people telling you, I'm sorry, we understand what happened to you, we are sorry. You can find false comfort in the sorry. The sorry.
Yeah.
This is a real problem with people living with disabilities. The disability is so visible, people tend not to see you. They just see the wheelchair.
Yeah.
They just see the blindness. I escorted one guy who was blind, annoyed me because he was just bragging about how much money he had. I was so broke, I assisted him and he could not give me bus fare. Hey. He was dropped by a rider near me and he wanted to access a certain building.
Yeah.
The rider told me, do you have a few minutes, just take this guy to office number so and so. And I took him. Along the way, he's telling me how he has traveled the world. He's just landing from I don't know where. He was a leader of those organizations from like... He had a lot of money.
Yes.
Me, I was stranded there, bro. Okay, maybe he couldn't see my situation. But why bragging where you're traveling the world? Me, I'm trying to just...
Maybe you didn't look broke.
I left there annoyed.
Yes.
This guy was so privileged. I think some people compensate because they can't see, they connect by talking.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
There's no body language, so they can only keep in touch with you by talking. So now I understand. But that time I was annoyed.
Yes.
I'm hungry, I'm starving, I'm in a CBT, I'm not fair. Here's a guy bragging about dollars.
And I'm helping him.
So one thing that people living with disabilities told me is that people tend not to see them.
So they have to talk it out.
And they approach them with pity. Say sometimes it's tiresome. Eh? Yes, there are times you may need assistance, but that's not all of me. I'm a person.
Yeah.
I have talents and gifts. They told me the worst thing when you live in disabilities is to succumb to victimhood. There was a guy living with disability in the Bible called Mephibosheth who had been injured in his feet when he was about 5 years old. And he lived with it and it isolated him. And he was so much in self-pity that even when the king invited him to spend the rest of his life in the palace, bring whatever talents he had or whatever, make himself useful. That's the most common sense person I've found.
Yeah.
Now that I have permanent residence here and I have favor with the king, can I form a band to be entertaining during occasions?
Yes.
Can I do something? I mean, artists, they're not draw. Can I sing? A sensible person will say, let me now find an occupation to show my usefulness to the king. You know, oh, about a dead dog. You could have a problem that makes you feel like a dead dog. Like broken up engagement, like a person who ran away with the money, like a person who dragged you for 10 years or left you with 2 children or whatever, and you walk around with that. You could be dating wrong and you keep attracting the wrong people because you downgraded into victimhood and you've never left that place.
Yeah.
And it becomes the only explanations you have why you're not successful. You know, my father rejected me. My mother left me.
Yeah.
I grew up an orphan. You can have reasonable explanations, which makes people say, Washe, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Washe, I'm sorry. When you're used to hearing Washe, I'm sorry, it becomes your comfort. So you never date people with standards and expectation and accountability. You can't give what you don't have. Yeah. Because you're not challenging yourself to stand up and take charge of your life. You date people who are not challenging themselves. You can't challenge them. You don't expect them to occupy. It flows. And when, for example, you're living in debt, you want to know who you're dating, whether their finances are because you're not transparent. You don't expect transparency from them. You don't know how to ask what you cannot be asked.
True.
Whenever you bring up a subject, you also have to answer it. How is your financial life? No. And you? You avoid bringing it up because you have issues.
Yeah.
So when you are living in financial mess, emotional mess, psychological, you tend to attract people living in it because you don't call it out.
True.
All right?
Yes.
Just like you wouldn't refuse, if you're drinking, you're likely to marry other drinking people. You cannot challenge in drinking. Yeah. You're just picking any trait as an example. Hello, good people, and how are you? Our long-awaited conference is here. It is titled Hearts and Wallets, Navigating Love While Building Wealth. It's on 8th November 2025 at Utali Hotel. You can grab your tickets at benjaminzuluglobal.com. And yes, it is both for married and single people. You can actually get discounted group packages by getting tickets for 2 of you and your partner, or you and your friend, 3 of your friends, 4 of your friends, like that. I tell you the truth, this is one of the best discussions you have ever had, to be about how to not lose both or lose either. Sometimes people get love, but they lose out on money. They get the wealth, they lose out on the love life. Can you have it all? Can you have both? This is a discussion we'll be having on 8th November 2025 at Utali Hotel from 10 a.m. Mark the date and see you there. Many people who got a child also want to date other people with a child so that they feel like they're not being judged. At least we share that kind of...
We understand each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest mistakes people make. They think we have been through that, we must be the same.
Yes.
You downgraded since you got a child and you have never been back to yourself. And one of these days we should talk about the real meaning of getting a child before marriage. Society is trivializing it. But you should talk to anybody who got a child and they wanted marriage, and they tell you what a mountain it becomes. Physically, taking care of a child divides your time.
Yeah.
For several years, that child needs a lot of attention. But also out there, people come close to you, but the moment you mention you have a child, they disappear.
Yes.
You are rejected so many times.
Yeah.
It takes, I don't know how much courage to continue putting yourself out there. Many people give up. They get a child and they give up dating because of the rejection becomes so pointed. Finding a person whom you rhyme, who you have chemistry, is already difficult.
Yeah.
Now, those people who now you have chemistry, who are few and far between, now many of them don't want to deal with a person with a child. They just don't want the whole thing that comes with when there's a child.
Yes.
And that's their right.
Yeah.
They're fully within their right.
Yes, that's true.
So we must pity anyone who is opening their body before marriage to child creating activities. They should be pitied.
Yeah.
Others don't even wake up. They go to add a second one. And I told them, once you get a second child, forget about marriage for a while.
True.
Settle down and raise your children. Nobody is telling them this because it's not politically correct. But after you get a second child, forget marriage, raise your children.
Yeah.
Grow yourself. The moment you try to date when you have 2 young children, you just attract users.
Yes.
They know you're desperate.
Yes.
They know you're stuck. Nobody wants you. They know you're disorganized. There was no marriage. And you got 2 children.
Yes.
My friend.
You just got someone to rescue you.
They know you are low-hanging fruit. Those who can't find somebody to sleep with, they'll come to you.
Yeah.
Those who can't find somebody to give them money as a girlfriend allowance, and you have 2 children, she would pretend that she will accept you, so that you can give her money every weekend, pay her rent, give her salon. If you screw around and get 2 children, my friend, get out of the market fast, go look for yourself.
Yeah.
Grow those children for a while. Establish yourself. Find your new identity. You are no longer single. You are an ongoing family. 2 children are like a family.
Yes.
Society perceives you as if you have a family.
Yeah.
You are just like divorced people, widowed people. You getting that carelessness changes your social category from single people, although you have never been married.
Yeah.
Now, strangely, today people are getting two children when they're 26, when they're in 20s.
Yes.
So now, you've already thrown yourself to a category of midlifers who are coming for second marriage, and you've never had one. And because they're in denial, they come writing, I'm looking for a man who is, I have two children. Which man are you looking for? Which one did you get children with? That one was not like the one you described.
Yes.
That's what the world wonders. No, you have the courage to write it. The ones you got children with did not fit the descriptions. And I tell them, some things are just like that. That's life. You do some things, you are communicating to the world, you don't care about marriage. That's the strongest message you are giving when you're getting children out here. You're telling the world marriage is not in your plans. That's why if you really want a little bit of something to use you, you are very easy. It seems like you don't care too much about marriage. That's the message.
Yes.
Another thing young people do is to date married people. The moment you have a mobile, whatever, these married people, you are communicating, you are happy to live a private prostitute life. Having an OnlyFans account and having a married man as a sponsor are the same thing. Private prostitution, digital prostitution.
Yeah.
You are telling the world you are available for sexual exploitation. That's the message.
True.
Now, the funny thing is having dated married men does not expire. If Sylvia today is 54, and we know that when she was 24, she was being kept by a married man, it has the same stink, and it is 30 years old.
30 years later.
Imagine. I don't know why we don't tell young girls that.
Yeah.
It stinks. It has the same stench. If a man marries you trying to call you his queen, then he gets reliable information that in college you were sleeping with an older man giving you.
It doesn't fade away. And the society doesn't forget.
I tell you, if a man gets known that the woman is calling wife was somebody's clan, that guy will be undressed publicly. Now, what are you telling us? You married a prostitute and you're trying to talk in front of people. Yeah. Is that, if somebody can pull out evidence, screenshot, do you recognize this person? But are we telling ladies that?
No.
They are joking.
Yeah.
They are joking without dating older men. They even make it content.
Yeah.
Hey, my friend posted my mubaba and I was crying the whole morning until I realized it is his father. It is her father. Now that's a joke. That's a joke, eh?
Nowadays, internet is showing us things.
It's content.
Yes.
And now it's trending. Remember, particularly with women, the world is looking for every angle to neutralize you.
Yeah.
The world is always looking. You are so powerful. You are born with value. You are the only gender born with value. Attractiveness from birth.
Yeah.
You carry medicine for the world. Your touch heals. Your voice soothes. Your presence heals. Your nurturing brings life. You create humans. You're the only human factory we know. Nobody else can manufacture humans.
Too much value on a woman.
But the world makes sure you don't realize it.
Yeah.
Don't realize it. Somebody said there was chaos in the village because goats were making noise. There was a lot of this. It was the season for cattle to be in heat, so the goats were making a lot of noise.
Yeah.
And then they were banding together, running around. It was very hard to put them at home, and they will ask an old man. Now these children of ours are running all over trying to tame these he goats, because the he goats were the noisy ones. The old man told them, no, don't bother the he goats. Just put the females at home. The wisdom of the old man was to say, the game, the animals don't have shame like humans, but the same thing they were doing is what we are doing. That's why we have brothels, short stay, we are being told nowadays Airbnbs are full lunch hours.
Yeah.
That's why if it was not so much value, the prostitution world or the black market sex trade world would not be paying women so much just to access their bodies.
Yeah.
And nowadays, girls are saying, I have an OnlyFans account, I'm creating this amount of money. Why do you think men are paying you? You know, sometimes sit and think, why do you think they're paying you? For you to look cheap because you are sharing your explicit photos, spreading your legs, and now think money is coming in. What are they paying you? It's an exchange for your future.
Yeah.
Once they have your photos, your reputation gone, your respectability gone, your honor gone. No man can ever come and bet on you. No.
Yeah.
Now you are selling a whole future, thinking it's easy money.
Yeah. Hello, good people. Have you heard about the conference that is coming on 8th of November 2025 at Tutali Hotel? We are talking about hearts and wallets. How do we navigate both? How do we have money without losing our hearts? And how do we have love without losing our money? We want to navigate this successfully. If you haven't booked your ticket, run to www.benjaminzuluglobal.com and book a ticket now. Oh, and this is for both the married and the single people. And you know, if you come as a couple, you get a discount. If you come as 3 or 4 people, you get an even better discount. What we mean is, the bigger the number, the better for you, and the bigger the discount. Have you experienced Zulu in person? His presentation will take you way out of this world. It is something that you don't want to miss. Please book your tickets today.
Now, if you have been downgraded and trodden down into this kind of painful situations and you've never found yourself, you will not know how to call out these things. You will think, I'm just being understanding. Actually, the second point that keeps you dating wrong is that when you're too understanding of broken people, when you make room after because people have a bad temper, because they have a streak with their exes, they have a string, they're still stringing along people, they're still flirting, and you're thinking, you know, it is just a mistake, they're just human. You overlook things that must not be overlooked.
Yeah.
That's one reason you keep attracting the wrong people you should not be with, because you make room too much. You understand too much. You prolong grace too far. Your character assessment is leaky. If one of the causes of problems in health is leaky gut, when your gut is leaking, it causes you a lot of inflammation, a lot of problems.
Yeah.
When you have a character assessment filter that is leaking bad temper, leaking lust for people, leaking women who need so much attention and likes from men online, who must shake their body, who must display this, and you are leaking that, thinking it's just entertainment, or you've been bribed sexually. Now these people use sex as a bribe to blind your eyes because you are doing something secret to them. You don't question how much of themselves they're online, why they are still on Tinder, when they're still on these dating apps, because when you meet, you are doing some secret things that are dopamine real.
Yeah.
You keep attracting the same wrong people. And nowadays, some of the questions, Sylvia, we are receiving as counselors are impossible to handle, because this lady says she started living with a man when she was 18, when she reported campus, and now it's 10 years down the line, and the man is sleeping with many other people there. They are married, quote unquote. They always say quote unquote. These are learned people.
Yeah.
Now they have degrees and all that, but they're talking like they're literate. She's using the term married, but they have no marriage certificate. But I just ask her, so you started a fornication lifestyle with a man, and he's still fornicating around, and you're complaining why he's doing what he has always been doing, right? Which you joined him in.
Yes.
You never challenged. Some of the questions we are receiving are impossible to answer because the person is asking does not have the mental capacity to process them.
Yes.
You're making room for a man who has no sexual discipline at all because you joined into sexual indulgence and call it a relationship. You intended to be behaving in the future. He did not intend to be behaving in the future.
Yeah.
That's who he is. He has never had a sexually controlled life. The moment you indulge people during dating, you're not observing their character, you're indulging their character. You are allowing a loophole of a person who cannot delay gratification, who cannot say no, who can't control feelings, who cannot, and because you are feeding it now, you think you're controlling it.
Yeah.
A time will come when you realize they are untamed. You are just trying to manage the diarrhea. You never cured it. Just came with many diapers. You managed it with the diaper.
You managed it.
You did not treat it from within. You did not make it impossible for it to settle in your life.
Yeah.
I loved this guy who told me he dated correctly, followed our advice. he kept quoting that message, one of the articles, one of the dialogues. You said here that if you're a prince, you cannot date like a pauper from scarcity, eating everything as if you're starving.
Yeah.
Like a stray dog that eats from every dustbin, every place that they dump things. No. Don't be looking for a woman to sleep with. You're a prince. You're entitled to these things. This is your destiny.
Yes.
So look for princes. Elevate your game. Date clean all the way to marriage so that you can observe nuances. You remember he said the character leaks are usually, character flaws are usually tiny. And you need to be very discerning to see them. Tiny. Humans are complicated, eh?
Yeah.
They don't show you directly, do they?
No, they don't.
The small cracks
They
are
don't.
tiny.
Yes.
For you to perceive them, you need to be very alert. And he told me, bro, what I picked was so hard to pick. If I was sleeping that woman, I was not going to see it.
Yeah.
He joined ABCD. He just learned about her job group as they did things. And he was from the same government, government has job groups. So he knew about job groups and salaries. Then he joined DOTS, her job group, and the furniture in her house.
Her lifestyle.
They don't match. You wouldn't buy this much having been working for only 3 years from job group. No. There is no inheritance.
Yeah.
So it began to just disturb him. Why you did not say some trip you won or somewhere? Sometimes, I don't know, you may get some per diems or you may get a trip or you are sent to China by government. He cannot hear
Such.
explanation for this. If I add this roughly, this is $500,000. And until he brought it up jokingly. When I look at the way you live here, you must have a very rich uncle who buys you these things. And she had to come out clean. She was dating a guy. She tried to put it decently. But when the guy is married, he has a job sponsor. And the guy spared himself disaster. And he said the girl looked clean from the outside. If I was not dating like a prince, I would have been already sexually involved.
Yeah.
And she was not opposed to that idea. If I wanted to go that direction, I would have gone.
Yes.
But I had already alerted men. When a woman has opened doors sexually to you, it's a red flag. Could be a way to blind you.
Yeah.
Because you overestimated her. You think she's on your level. And you are the prize.
Yes.
To say, sometimes you are too understanding. Until you understand things you must not understand. You accommodate things that are not accommodatable. They are not things you should get along with. Let's close by saying this. Marriage is not for everyone. Marriage is earned.
Yeah.
There's a character requirement. Marriage is demanding. Like pro athlete. Remember that.
Yes.
Whenever they tell you, doesn't everybody deserve marriage, love? Tell them, doesn't everybody deserve pro athlete? Are you a pro athlete? Are you enrolled? No, why? I don't have the fitness. I don't have a kind of commitment. Thank you very much. That's marriage for you.
Yes.
The fitness, the commitment, the lifestyle.
Yes.
I visited my friend in E10, Rift Valley, where they practice. We spent there. Do you know, at 3 a.m., I could hear feet of people running.
Running.
We are asleep and you're hearing people. They're not talking.
Yes. Practicing.
That's pro athlete. So next time they ask you marriage, tell them what pro athletics are.
Yeah.
Professional athletics. What they are in the games is what marriage is in social life. It's too demanding. It requires a certain discipline,
Yeah.
certain fitness, certain mindset. It's like a dedicated life, sisterhood or priesthood of sorts. It's a dedicated lifestyle.
True.
It is so committing that it's like coming from the wild to come home. You really must say vows. It's that serious.
Yes.
You really must restrain you. Walk away from things you like. You like a person too much, you walk out.
Yeah.
No more people when they like, they go ahead.
Yes.
You, because you have vows, you like, you go this way. There are shops you don't visit because there's a soft spot. You know, some people, there's Wi-Fi connection. You always keep detecting. Next time they ask you why you keep marrying wrong, sometimes it's because you have not learned to say no when no is due. We said you can spare yourself a lot of disaster if you stop dealing with people the first time they show you red flags. Yes.
Oh my goodness, I love this conversation. And it has reminded me of a lady I was talking to. She told me she's read your book, that is How to Recognize and Deal with Toxic Relationships. And I loved something she said about this book. She said that sometimes you may be reading books thinking that you want to see the person you're dating, how toxic they are, only to realize that you're the toxic one.
I like that.
She told me she realized that she's the toxic one in her relationship.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, this book is something else, yeah? And talking about that, when you realize that you are the toxic one in your relationship, how do I start working on myself?
You heal, you grow up, you mature,
Yeah.
you exercise, you get information, you read books, you humble your ego, you learn what you need to learn. You reach out to sources of information.
Yeah.
You expose yourself to conferences like we have one upcoming about, hearts and wallets. Expose yourself to that. It could be that the deficiency in your life, the nutritional deficiency, comes from not having been mothered correctly or mentored correctly or shown the way correctly. So stop pointing fingers and start moving yourself in that direction. So simply start investing where the deficit is.
Yeah.
Hello, good people, and how are you? Our long-awaited conference is here. It is titled Hearts and Wallets, Navigating Love While Building Wealth. It's on 8th November 2025 at Utalii Hotel. You can grab your tickets at benjaminzuluglobal.com. And yes, it is both for married and single people. You can actually get discounted group packages by getting tickets for 2 of you and your partner, or you and your friend, 3 of your friends, 4 of your friends, like that. I tell you the truth, this is one of the best discussions you have ever had, to be about how to not lose both or lose either. Sometimes people get love, but they lose out on money. They get the wealth, they lose out on the love life. Can you have it all? Can you have both? This is a discussion we'll be having on 8th November 2025 at Utalii Hotel from 10 a.m. Mark the date and see you there.
Oh my goodness, that is so amazing. And you mentioned about the Hearts and Wallets. It's an upcoming conference that we have at Utalii Hotel. Please make sure you go to www.benjaminzuluglobal.com and book a ticket. Have you experienced Zulu in person? You don't want to miss this. Please just go there and get yourself a ticket. See you next time.
There are conversations that shape how we live. Conversations that help us navigate challenges of life. Conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find the way and unleash our potential. Welcome to the Benjamin Zulu.